Have you ever tried to fit a skirt in? If you have ever tried to do a bay window, then you may have struggled. So I'm here to tell you exactly how we can do it. A nice and easy way. Keep watching and I'll tell you all the little trade secrets that you need to know. Let's do it. Right, so the first thing that you're going to come across is obviously the issue of finding an angle. If it was a normal 90-degree corner, then that's a fairly straightforward thing. Whereas something like this, you need to work out this angle and then you need to bisect the angle to make sure that your two pieces of skirting where they intersect join nicely and you have a nice line which comes through the middle. So first of all, let's figure out how we do that. What you're going to need is one of these. This is called a bevel. I like to go for one with a wheel rather than a big turny bit on because that doesn't get in the way sometimes, whereas the little lever bits can do, or the wing nuts can do. You need to open your bevel. Tighten it a little bit, just quite loose so it moves, and then what we're going to do, we're going to go down here. Our skirting is going to be like that. So this is the overall angle then of where these two walls meet, which is fine, but what we need to do is work out where our two pieces of skirting are going to meet and get this cut in the middle across here. Now we've got our angle, there's two ways that we can find out how to bisect it and what angle we need to cut our skirting at. Option one is using our bevel on here. So we'll hold it against the bottom of the skirting, like this, and then we mark our line there. So what that's giving us now is this basically is what the wall is where we've measured from, where we took our angle from. Use a level or anything, you could use a bit of skirting stood on its side like that. I'm just going to use a level just because it's here and it's easier to do it. Strike line at the back like so, and then we're going to move it to here, hold it on this line, and we're going to strike a line at there like that. What that gives us then is 2 points here and here. All right, and then we go through the middle like so. What that does is gives us the angle that we can then set our bevel at to this, and that will be the same on that side as it is on that side. Then all you do is just put this on the bed of your chop saw, set the blade to that angle, and then cut away. So the other way of doing it is using a compass. So I'll grab another piece because this has got marks in the back. So we've got our angle of our wall on the bottom, like so. Draw our line on here, and then we're going to use our compass. Any compass like this will do, smaller one, bigger one, whatever, so long as the 2 points, this point here remains the same. So we go from that point out here, then we go from this point again over here, and then we're going to take a mark from there. My pencil's running out to there. Back over here. There's lots of different markings involved in this. Like that. And then where these 2 points intersect here, this is what I don't like this way personally because there's lots of different things involved with it. It's not as quick and simple as the other way. We just do that and there you go. That is now a dissected angle, bisected angle. We figured that out. What we do is basically sit our bevel then to that, and then that gives us our angle, same as it did with the other way. Right, so back to the first option. Okay, I've already got my angle bisected there, so I'm just going to set my bevel to that angle, like so. Make sure that's lined up nicely, and then I'm going to transfer that then onto the chop saw. Full disclaimer, this is not my chop saw, and I do not like using it. It is Makita, but I don't know. Everybody likes their own things, don't they? It just confuses me with all the different ways of doing things. Right, so I can see now that my bevel has been sat on the bed. I'm lining that up perfectly against the blade of the saw. I know now when I cut my angles, this is going to fit perfectly in there. Right, let's get some offcuts and see if it works. So if you're wondering why I flipped this piece of skirting over, what you need to do is make sure that you're cutting more out of the front of the skirting because we're trying to do that and close the joint up. So if I kept it that way, what I'd have done is cut out of the back and then it wouldn't have lined up, well, it would have basically just sat flush against each other. So you need to make sure that you're taking more out of the front than the back when you're doing a bay. Come over here and I'll show you what I mean. We've worked out our angle, we've cut it on the chop saw. Now it's just a case dropping those two in like that, and there we go. Our angle sits nicely together, nice and easy. You can see now that we've taken more out of the front than we have of the back because the back is an actual longer angle, like so. So that just fits nicely in there. Easy as that. So now all you do is basically take a measurement from the longest point to the longest point in your bay, get that cut, and then that will just drop straight in, glue your joints together, and that's it. Perfect. Nice and simple. If you have enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do, because we're close to 100,000 subscribers. If you've got any questions about how to fit this or anything else, or you've got any little cheeky tips that you'd like to learn, just let us know in the comments and we will get back to you and hopefully do a little video about it too. Right, take care guys. See you next time.